Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're here for the very first time, welcome for the first time. It is about 9 p.m. on Saturday night, and as you guys know, my videos go up Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. So I've got less than 12 hours to make this video. It shows you how good I am at procrastinating, because I literally procrastinated all week on this and am now scrambling last minute. What else is new? But as promised, I do want to show you guys my current setup that I'm using for filming, this type of video, and then also the setup that I use for streaming, which is the same setup. If you watch my streams, you're used to it, you're used to this background. I'm not going to do a tour of this backdrop and all my posters and stuff quite yet. I'm going to save that for another video because I don't want this video to be too long, and also because I am actually changing up some stuff with it, so there's no point really in doing that right now, only to, for me to change it next week. So I'll do that in a separate video. And then, so this video is going to be, kind of my streaming setup, filming setup, and then also kind of a little review of my new computer. As you guys know, I was having some major issues with my old computer. It was a 2013 Macbook Pro that I had already changed the hard drive of once because the old one broke, and the new hard drive was just kind of slowly dying. So I kind of put up a donation goal to try and get a new one, thinking that my computer, while it was dying, still probably had, at least a couple months left. And then literally right after that, it just crashed and died, and I was like, it's time for a new one. No more just replacing hard drives, just get a new computer. So I did get one. It has been awesome, and I'll talk about it a little bit more towards the end of my video. That being said, because my computer crashed earlier than I was expecting, and I had to get a new one earlier than I was really prepared for, donations are still up. They're still super appreciated. I still am paying for the computer. I was not prepared for quite that big of an expense right now, especially while I'm furloughed from work. But yeah, let me give you a quick tour, and then I can talk a little bit more about that. So yeah, I'm just going to start at this side of my desk and then work my way that way. I'm going to use some weird angles, and that's just because my room's a mess and I don't want you to see it. But yeah, so let's start here. Here's my phone, and then I don't know why this is here. And then this is for a tripod, and it is for to attach your phone to a tripod, so for making TikToks and stuff like that. Though sometimes I do just set my phone in it and set it here if I'm doing a TikTok and streaming or something at the same time. And what's really great about this one, because there's a lot of them that are kind of that springy elastic ones, and I hate those. But this one, it turns so that you can do either horizontal or vertical video, which is super helpful if you're doing a bunch of different types of content. That you can just kind of have one thing, and you don't have to have more than one to do that. So I really like that. I think I just got it on Amazon. Then I have my external hard drive, which I'll talk about in a sec. Tripod. This is I refer to this one as my small tripod, because I have another tripod over in my living room where I do a lot of my shooting and filming and stuff. That's I call the big tripod. So this one is just, it doesn't get as big as the other one, and it is kind of flimsy. It's not super heavy. So this one kind of just mostly lives on my desk for filming stuff here, rather than being trusted with more heavy duty stuff in my living room. And then on top of it we have my webcam. I just forgot the word. It's a Logitech webcam. It's really uninteresting. I don't know. It's what I stream on. I know people kind of hate it. And then right behind that we have my infamous ring light, which is causing a lot of light right now. It's really, I was trying to move this. It's really dark in my room. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, my room is just not light at all. So I kind of keep the ring light on even when I'm just working at my desk, just to have some kind of light, because I hate working in the dark. We have my switch, which is plugged in here. We have my capture card. This is the new one, because the old one, it didn't work. If you guys followed me on Twitch, you probably know that saga, or if you're on my Discord, but that was kind of a disaster. So yeah, this is the new one that's working great. We have had zero issues with that so far, knock on wood or whatever this desk is made of. I think it's like cardboard, I don't know. And then over here we have a USB splitter, and this one is externally powered, which means it's actually plugged in. And then it has different USB ports that are plugged into my computer, so that way, you know, I'm not limited to the number of USBs that are in here, which is good because this one has 0. But even with my old computer, which had 4 USB ports, it still wasn't enough. So this allows me to have more, and I've actually even been considering getting a second one of these just because I plug so much stuff in all the time. Moving over here, we have a mirror. Here's me. Hi. This is what I do my makeup on. It's kind of dirty right now. It always gets really dirty. I have to clean it all the time. I'm going to move it like for the rest of this video, but I want to show you. And then over here we have all my gaming stuff. It's kind of dusty. I did just dust it and it's already dusty again, and I didn't feel like dusting it. I feel like I have to dust it every single day basically. But yeah, this is my monitor. It's like random. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it other than it gets dusty. This is my PS4 controller. PS4 is down here. These are this is why my controllers are never charged, is because I forget to put them back on the switch and they just sit here like this and then they're always dead. So I need to stop doing that. But yeah, that's where that is stored right there. This thing is like hella expensive. Why are these things so expensive? I need more of them too, of these like desk risers. They're expensive. I don't know. Speakers. Just random speakers. Again, I don't know anything about them. Microphone. This microphone I've heard really great things about, but I have not gotten it to work for me yet because the one time I tried to use it, everyone told me my voice sounded like a robot. Or half the people didn't. Half the people said I sound fine. And so what I need to do is like record myself with it using headphones and try and figure that out. I just haven't had the chance yet, so I kind of had this off in the corner, not actually doing its job yet, but eventually it would be nice to have that set up and get some better sound, especially if I could do that while I'm recording videos like this, because the audio on this camera is terrible. As I'm sure you've noticed, drives me absolutely insane. So yeah, that would be nice to have. And then over here, this is just a clicker for self-shooting. It's just like Bluetooth, and that way you just click, 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 and then you can take pictures with your phone. So that's super useful to have. I have like a million of them just floating around because they come with like tripods and stuff too. But if you're thinking about self-shooting, I highly recommend getting one. Then over here we have my notebook, and I always have random pens, and I always have like a random little notebook like this, and this is where I take notes on when I'm editing, because sometimes I'll see stuff that I want to go back and edit, and then I don't want to do it at the moment, but I don't want to forget, like if I want to add text somewhere or like a link to something, I'll write that, like I'll write like the time code or something if I want to put a link like through YouTube to like another video or something, like if I mention another YouTube video. So I have a notebook here, and then random pen, just whatever pen I find. I always lose my pens. I don't know where they go. I'm going to find them all in one pile someday. And finally we have my new computer, which is beautiful. It's like the shiny new thing on this desk. Look at this desk. This is covered in nail. This is all like nail polish. So I always do my nails here and it just gets nail polish all over. Eventually I would like to put like some kind of like mat or something under here and make it like cute, like something pink maybe. And just like very like aesthetic looking and like cutesy. I don't know. No one would see it but me, but I would know it's there and I would think it's cute. So I don't know. Maybe I'll find something. So this is the new computer. It's like the shiny new thing on the desk, and it's super exciting. And I love it. I do have like a little tape over the camera because it freaks me out a little bit. Like just the idea of like, I don't know, I sit here with like cameras pointed at me all the time, but it still freaks me out. So it just makes me mentally feel a little bit better. And then as you can see, there are about 1 million little USB converters and such plugged in here, which is kind of irritating. Oh, this one's just the charger, but yeah, like this little converter here, and there's one on the other side. This one is just leading to my USB splitter. And then over here we have a card reader because it does not come with one built in, which I also find extremely frustrating. Oh my god, also my nails need to be painted so bad, don't look at them. And then this one, which goes to my external hard drive, which I mean technically could be put in the USB splitter, but I'm very protective of my external hard drive because it's got everything on it. My old computer would not store anything on it, like you couldn't store a single file on it, like even a picture or like you know, an audio file just for a second, just if you needed to download it and then put it in your video or put it on your external hard drive. It like didn't even want to do that towards the end. So everything had to be done from the external hard drive. And so yeah, it's basically got everything on it, and it is a big one, and I'm probably gonna need another one soon, but not quite yet. But yeah, I just wanted to put it separately, just in case. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, you know? So some updates that I want to make real quick, just, you know, while I'm here. I want to put this guy on like one of those little stands that kind of like go upright, and then kind of just use it almost as like a computer / monitor, but then have like another keyboard. I know someone just sent me a keyboard that's on its way, so I'm really excited. But I would be able to use the other keyboard and then maybe get a mouse and have, yeah, this be up, and give me like a little bit of like a higher view of it, and then just be able to use that keyboard and that mouse, which I think will be a little bit easier for editing as well, and a little bit better for my back. And really show you these drawers are part of the desk and also like covered in makeup, but these are where my makeup is stored, and I do want to paint them pink. I have had that idea for a while. I've seen people do it in like little DIY projects, and I think it looks really cute. And I also someday will do a video of the inside of these drawers, but they're a mess right now. This is my lipstick drawer, like my lip product drawer, and yeah, that's a lot. So it'd be kind of fun to maybe do like an organization video or something of that one day. I just want to come around and show you what the back of this looks like real quick. Hey. So it does look a little bit crazy. I feel like people usually have their desks like against the wall, and this all gets hidden. But for me, it's like out in the open. It's like the first thing you see when you enter my room. So kind of hate that, but nothing I can do about it. It is more organized though than it used to be. So that's nice. I got these like things, and I have very mixed feelings. I like the way that this looks here. It looks nice, but they're really hard to like stick the wires in. I don't know. I haven't really fully decided how I feel about them yet, but I mean, it's working, I guess, so that's good. And then over here we've got this one sticking out because this is for my PS4, so that the switch is plugged into the card reader. Oh my god, I said card reader. To the capture card right now, and then I can switch them out when I need to. Get it? Switch? No. Okay, that was bad. And then yeah, over here I mentioned my USB splitter port thingy. So yeah, that's all that back here, and then it all comes down here to what looks like a fire hazard, but isn't really that bad. But yeah, it's basically just got this kind of huge, I always forget the name of these, power strips. Yeah, so it's like not that much stuff that's actually plugged into it, and you know, it's like surge protected and all that stuff, so yeah, it's not actually that bad. It just looks kind of bad over here because everything's kind of like, I don't know, noodling together. And then over here we have Bumblebee like staring out at us. So yeah, that was just a little tour of my setup. As you heard in it, there's a lot of stuff that I am going to be changing and updating, so this is kind of my starting point. I didn't really give any backstory to my equipment and how I got a lot of it, because you're probably wondering like, why do I have a PS4 if I don't really ever use a PS4, stuff like that. So I used to work for a company that did a lot of live streaming, and they shut down, and once they shut down, they sold off a lot of their equipment. And because of that, I was able to purchase like a bundle of like my monitor, my speakers, my PS4. At the time it came with a capture card that, if you guys followed my capture card disaster saga, you know, didn't work, but all the stuff that went with it, all the cords and everything, I purchased it all together. But yeah, as I continue to like, you know, build up my equipment and change things and modify them, I do like want to pay attention to aesthetics. I do love looking at like other people's setups and seeing what they've done and how cute they are with all the like little lights and lots of pink, and just like really bright and like friendly looking. I really love that aesthetic, so it'd be nice to like kind of go towards that. But yeah, I do think a lot of people get like very caught up in that like right away, and sometimes it's good to just like get started even if you don't have exactly the right equipment right away. I mean, I've been editing on a computer that I've had since 2013. I started filming my YouTube videos on my phone, and it wasn't even this phone, it was like an old phone. So like, yeah, just start doing it. Like, don't worry about it, you know, and then like build up your stuff slowly over time. Now onto a little mini review of my computer. So I got a MacBook Pro, it's 13-inch, it's like the dark gray color. I wish these ones came in rose gold. The MacBook Airs come in rose gold and they're super cute, and this one doesn't come in that. I didn't even care what color, I forgot to ask what color I ordered honestly when I got it, because when I went to the store they didn't have them in stock. They're like, oh, we can order you one. I was like, yeah, sure. And then I went home, I was like, I have no idea what color I ordered. Me earlier talking about like wanting to keep cute aesthetics, and now I'm like, I don't even know. But yeah, I just needed a computer to work just so I could edit and, you know, stream and everything. I did want to stick with Mac because for editing, that's what I know. I've used them for editing basically since I started learning how to edit. My biggest gripes with this one, my biggest complaints are that there are no USB ports, which I guess are a thing of the past, which was a huge problem because all my equipment is USB, so I did have to get some converters for that. That was kind of like annoying expense because it was like, why am I paying for this? Like, a little bit irritating. And then again with the card reader, like it doesn't have one built in, it doesn't have a card reader built in. So, you know, for me when I'm filming and then, you know, I want to edit, I need to be able to get the footage from the card to the computer. So I didn't really like having to buy a whole separate reader for that when my old one, my old computer did have one built in. I will say my like old computer felt very much more like it was built for this type of thing. I did use it as a desktop because it was heavy as hell. It was super heavy. I can show it to you. Below deck computer. This is it. It's big. It's like a dinosaur. It's also got a sticker. Wait, it's kind of peeled off at this point, but it's like Ryuk from Death Note holding up the apple. It's clearly I ordered the wrong size. I don't know. Again, this was like 2013. But yeah, this old one had like a million different ports, had a card reader, had USB drives, like everything. It has a disk drive actually. To show the age of this computer, it has a disk drive. But yeah, this thing is like, I can't believe this was once like the computer that I carried around to like classes with me when I was in college, you know? And now I'm like, how did I do this? Like, must have had like the strongest back ever. I also did consider purchasing a desktop. The reason I didn't is because, well, first of all, they're big. Especially the Mac ones. Even the smaller ones are still quite large, and they would take up a lot of room on my desk, and you know, I do like my makeup and stuff on my desk, so I kind of need more room. And then also like just like the big screen like right in front of me, I'm just like not a fan of as someone who, as you guys have probably figured out by this point, has pretty extreme motion sickness. That giant screen like right in my face just doesn't do it for me. I also just like didn't want to see my own face that big when I'm editing. It's kind of like, I don't need that in my life. And then my other reason was because once COVID is over, it'd be nice to travel a bit, perhaps go home and see my family in Maryland. I would love to be able to take my computer with me and edit as I go. You know, if I'm vlogging or whatever, to be able to like dump footage onto it, be able to like start editing as I go along. So that's the other reason why I didn't want to go for a desktop, because I felt like if I went for a desktop, I would eventually have to buy a new laptop again anyway. So while I do use this one as a desktop now, I do have that option, and I like having that choice of being able to unplug it and take it with me if I need to. Sorry, my review's a little bit all over the place, but there is one more thing I want to say, which is that the trackpad on this computer is like, I don't know if it's just me not being used to it, or if this is actually a thing, but I feel like I have to click harder, and then like after like if I'm like trying to drag and drop stuff, I feel like I have to like literally like drag it like that, like and sometimes it makes like that like fart noise when you do it, like that like dragging noise. I don't know, it's weird, and I feel like maybe it's just like learning, and then I'm just gonna get used to it. But I do find that one a little bit strange. I think I mentioned in my tour that I was considering getting a mouse and kind of having my computer like up on like a little raised platform. So that's kind of another reason why I'm considering a mouse, is just because that irritates me like a lot. But again, I don't know if that's something I'm just gonna get used to just because it's a new computer, or if it's user error, or if that's just like a thing with them. I don't know. So if you guys have the newer MacBook Pros and have these trackpads, let me know. Does it do that for you as well? Finally, I just want to say that I did edit a full video on this computer already. Last week's video was edited with this computer because my old computer died like right before that. So I have had the experience now of going through and editing a full video, and I do have to say that it was significantly faster and less of a headache in regards to all the problems that I was experiencing before. This one has, well, its hard drive works, first of all, plenty of memory, plenty of RAM, much better processor, just like, it's just like ready to go, whereas my other one was like not feeling it, like it just didn't want to edit, it was just unhappy every time. Like I tried to do anything really. By the end it didn't even want to like look at the internet. It was just like, no, I'm sleeping, leave me alone. That's literally how it felt sometimes. It'd be like, come on, like let's go. So this one's like been working great in that regard so far, so I'm very pleased with that. Editing has been so much less painful. I don't know why I procrastinated on this video so much, knowing that, because I used to procrastinate because I hated editing on that computer so much. Now I'm just procrastinating because I'm just a procrastinator. I have no other excuse. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you have any other ideas for, you know, things that I can do that will make my life easier or that will look cool, or equipment that you think I should look into, let me, or like anything like that, just like let me know in the comments. Constructive criticism is always appreciated, as is new ideas. I get most of my ideas just from like looking at other people's setups, honestly. So yeah, if you like know of any cool setups that I should take a look at, let me know. If you want to see my streams that I do right here at this desk, be sure to be following me on Twitch. If you want to see more YouTube videos, be sure to be subscribed here. You can give this video a like. As I said, leave a comment. It really, really helps you guys. Like the comments and the likes and stuff like helps so much. And of course, if you want to see more of me, you can always follow me on my other social medias. I have like everything. I've got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, just everything, so you can follow me there. And once again, I do have a donation up on my Ko-fi, a donation goal for this computer, just to help me pay for it. So if you like my content and my YouTube videos and want to contribute, it is very, very, very much appreciated. Like really, you guys, it's so appreciated and so helpful, and I wouldn't be able to do it like without you guys, and you know, without that kind of help. Thank you so, so, so much for watching, and I will see you next week for my next video. Bye!